Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Toss. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch it now, Barney!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there. 56 yards on the ground. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First carry now. This is Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, They really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mario Edwards getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Gone, 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 gone.
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This complete to Lockett. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Gone, gone,
They'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. The gun, they'll look to throw, and it's caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, and the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Fights off the defender. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Gun! Now let's go. 3-19.
Back to throw here. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's got Lockett. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Finding room inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to the booth right after this.
Here we go now. 3,
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Spinning away. And now the hurdle. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll look to throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Lockett. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's caught, Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Hot.
They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run with Perry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
4 down, 4 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Looking to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 18 yards there and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Just work with me a second here because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Hot! Hot!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
He'll drop to throw. Aguilar has it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a third down. He'll look to throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's first and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. This is Perry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Back to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And he will be out of bounds as the 3rd quarter comes to an end with an INT. Back now in Columbus. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
3 down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a loose football. And the defense has come up with it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's the
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 30 yards there. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is down to 28-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback, but we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's do it.
Their time to shine. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
I smell fear in that offense.
On third down, it's Perry. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Mario Edwards in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Perry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. Robinson's got it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
4 down, 4 down. Check 83, ball's going to 83.
Leopard! Leopard!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Hot! Hot!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe